Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us for our very last session of the Women Minorities in Business series. My name is Billie Roberts with Locus, and we are a community development financial institution providing lending, investing, and community innovation services. We are delighted to have you join us for our very last session in this 10-week journey dedicated to fostering success and inclusivity. This series was designed to provide women and minority business leaders with the essential skills and strategies needed to excel in today's ever-evolving workplace environment. Today's session will be recorded for training and educational purposes. If you guys have any questions after you see the video, please feel free to email me. I'll be happy to answer any questions or provide you any help and guidance with your goals for 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. This will be a short meeting, short session, but we're just going to quickly go over some important steps for setting goals for 2024. Unlocking your potential and conquering the world of business by setting meaningful goals and creating actionable plans for women and minorities. Together, we can make a difference in 2024. Go to the next slide, and we'll talk about why setting goals matters. Discover the power of setting goals for women and minorities in business specifically, because this is what this session is targeting towards. Goal setting provides direction, boosts confidence, and drives success, which will help us shatter those glass ceilings. Setting goals for me is important. Being able to reflect after the year, that's something that I do at the end of every year. I've only started doing that within the last few years, but we've talked a lot about journaling, and that really helps me to stay accountable and see where I'm successful and where I still need to focus my energy if there's certain goals that I haven't reached. The challenges that we face, the bias and the stereotypes. So when you're thinking about your goals for 2024, one mindset to put yourself in when you're trying to ask yourself questions on the goal about the goals that you're setting is for bias and stereotypes. Uncover the impact of bias and stereotypes on your career progression and learn strategies to overcome them. Lack of representation. Explore the repercussions of underrepresentation and find ways to amplify diverse voices in the business world. And think about unequal opportunities. Examine the disparities faced by you in accessing resources and networks, and discover avenues for change. Just doing a couple of simple searches online will help you come up with some ideas on how to include these things when you're thinking about your next steps for 2024. Also keep in mind to set some achievable goals for 2024. Develop a roadmap for growth and advancement, embracing opportunities to climb the corporate ladder or break through those glass ceilings that we talked about. Inspire change by striving for leadership positions, empowering others, and making a positive impact in organizations and communities. And entrepreneurship. Unleash your entrepreneurial spirit and create your own path forward, building successful businesses that contribute to economic growth. Some great examples through the last sessions that we've had. Renee comes to mind in her presentation, how she talked about how she wanted a raise and she did the research. She took it upon herself to apply for her own awards. I think that was a great tip given by her. And that takes it takes a little bit, it's a good exercise for that imposter syndrome. And if you actually sit down and start writing down your accomplishments, again, it's kind of like setting goals, you're able to see, oh, okay. And if you have any negative self-talk or you're questioning yourself on if you deserve a raise, sometimes after putting those things down on paper and being able to look like, absolutely, you start believing in yourself. And that's the key, right? How is anybody else supposed to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? And I thought Renee's, if you haven't watched her presentation, please go back and take a moment. She has some really great her story about how she asked for that raise at the rise of COVID when people were packing their boxes, but she still asked for a significant, more than 15% raise, and she was able to reach that goal because she believed in herself. Entrepreneurship, again, Sharice, I think, shares some great information, shares a lot of resources about embracing your entrepreneurial spirit and taking chances and risks as you move forward. So please check hers out as well. Creating your own personalized action plan. 3 simple steps to help you get there. Self-assessment. Identify your strengths and areas for growth and creating a foundation for your action plan. I'm going to send you guys a link. This specific assessment that I'm going to give you concentrates specifically on your strengths. It is developed by Gallup. I think there's a couple of different ones that you can choose. They're not that expensive, but it really focuses on your strengths and where, when you're thinking about your goals, and those attainable goals, being able to focus on, well, this is where my strengths are. I should, for 2024, I'm going to go this direction. Define objectives. Set clear and measurable goals that align with your vision, ensuring they are attainable and relevant to your aspirations. So that's the thing, right? Like figuring out what your vision is for yourself and what your aspirations are is really the first step. So you have to do that first and then set your clear and measurable goals. And develop strategies. Create strategies and action steps to bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Do you want to buy an investment piece of property? Where are you now and where do you need to be? You may not be able to buy that piece of property right now, but maybe you can take the steps this year to get yourself in the financial placement to do that in 2025. So phase steps are always a good thing too. Resources and tools for support. Connect with communities of supportive individuals who share experiences, insights, and opportunities. I think these sessions were great. The people who participated most every time, or even if you just watched them on your own, I think it was a great way to realize, hey, I'm not alone with a lot of the ways that I'm feeling, and actually network. I mean, Renee asked to reach out to Sharice, and they've created a connection now, and hopefully a relationship will flourish out of that, and they'll be able to share knowledge and resources from here on out. Mentorship programs are wonderful. Accessing mentorship programs that provide guidance, advice, and support from experienced professionals is also key. If you need help or want to be involved with a mentor, give me a shout, send an email, give me a call. We'd be happy to access some of our resources to help you with a mentor. Skill enhancement workshops. Participate in workshops and training sessions to acquire new skills and develop existing talents. Cannot talk about this enough. Look outside the box, other places. Go take a chance and go into a room that you've never been in before that you don't think you quite fit. I think Kaylin talked about that a lot in her networking presentation. It's scary, but you won't believe sometimes the information or the resources that will fall into your lap when you go outside of your comfort zone. And again, this will be a short session. In conclusion, setting your goals and creating action plans in business can achieve greatness and drive positive change in the workplace. Together, we can help shape the future of business in 2024 and beyond. I wish you all so much growth and continued success for 2024. I cannot thank you enough for participating and being a part of this and supporting these sessions and these efforts. And I hope that we all continue to connect in the future. Thank you.